This is your daily horoscope for Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. All times are Pacific Standard Time. The astrology of the day starts out around 8:30 a.m. when the moon in Pisces forms a conjunction with Mercury retrograde in Pisces. This, of course, is going to kick up our personal and collective Mercury retrograde storylines. This could be a moment of rehashing a conversation, of returning to an old idea, or maybe clarifying something that has been riddled in misunderstandings or miscommunication. It could also be a time where your mind is overactive. Maybe there's some anxious energy there, or you're feeling in demand, like you're responding to a lot of emails, a lot of people are reaching out on text messages or DMs, and maybe you're feeling a little discombobulated, like you need to be in a million places at once. Now, later on, around 10 a.m., Mercury retrograde in Pisces is going to form a conjunction with the North Node in Pisces. This is going to bring us back to February 11th and March 22nd. Because Mercury has been retrograde, it actually meets with the North Node 3 times. And so there is some sort of thread or storyline or idea or conversation that is being revisited. And now that Mercury is meeting with the North Node and it's retrograde, this is a time to revisit a conversation or to rethink something. And the North Node, of course, brings in this element of faith. And the North Node, of course, brings in this element of fate and destiny as well. So it's possible that conversations you have, decisions that you make, feel fated in some way or like they're about to change the trajectory of your life direction. Now, around 1:30 p.m., we have the moon in Pisces forming a conjunction with Mars in Pisces. And this is reactivating the Mercury-Mars conjunction that took place on March 15th. So similar storylines and topics, both personally and collectively, are coming up. When the moon meets with Mars, this is a tense aspect. It can be a moment of confrontation. It can be a moment of embodying your feelings and having a big cry. It might be a moment where you're feeling really decisive, or you're also ready to stand up, defend, protect, and honor those who deserve it and need it most, especially when you are rooted in your beliefs and what you believe is just and what you think the world deserves in a sense, because this is coming through in Pisces. So this can be a very powerful time to work with power, work with your anger, your sacred rage, and to funnel it towards a collective purpose that brings about change for all of us. Now, in your everyday of life, you, of course, might just be busier. You might be feeling frustrated. Maybe you're feeling a little exhausted or you overdid it, or perhaps you need to set a boundary. It also might just coincide with a moment where you're making an important decision. Now, around 7 p.m., the moon in Pisces forms a trine with Jupiter in Cancer, bringing a sense of relief and compassion and support our way. So, on one hand, this could have us feeling our feelings. On another, this could look like us receiving lucky news or planning a celebration with a loved one or having an interaction that just makes us feel like we are cared for or like a big giant hug. This could be progress on a personal goal, but it could also be a moment that is tender and affectionate between you and someone or others that you care deeply for. If there's an important message that you want to get across, if you want to send out an email, elevate an important cause on social media, this is a great time to gain attention for it as well.